Hey guys, it's me, Albert. This is day 3 quarantine, and right now this is unrehearsed and anything. I'm in my room, and sometimes with the paint that I do, it's usually like a time lapse where it's fast. But this time I wanted to show you, as in like as I was going through the process, because when I paint, I want to talk about issues. Well, mainly one issue just for today, but and on top of that, I'll just like rant on about other stuff. So, um, I'll try to not make this too long, but as I paint, sometimes it takes a while. But this is just gonna be like a spontaneous thing, like something where I feel like when I paint, I want to just put out like how I feel, I believe. So if you want to check it out, just watch through it, and maybe along the way I'll talk about like my techniques and whatnot. Uh, Basically, acrylic is what I use to paint, and along with my model figures, I'll show that later because this is acrylic that I use for like some of my custom transformers. And on top of that, I'll talk about my custom projects that I will be doing with your subscribers that know me. I did take away my one video about 13 Going Dark, but I want to remake a new one called The Dark Light. So this Dark Light is my own fan base made thing, hobby, personal hobby thing that I want to show to you guys. Let me know what you think. Either subscribe and just watch, but because you can't really comment, because what I told or what I told you guys on my other videos is that this is a children's channel, because it has toys, has figurines, even supposedly it's adult. You guys remember last year where they had all that COPPA going on and everything, so I didn't know what to do, so I just made it as children's. Let me know what you think. I know a lot's going on, but just bear with me uh, and just experience what I'm experiencing. So that way you guys can see like how I paint and the stuff that I go through. But all right, so just watch. And I have a video I was watching, but I'm not sure about all that copyright stuff. So and music, so I don't want to put music and everything that has like a that makes it like a copyright. So I'm trying to avoid that. So all right, guys. So here we go. Just gonna paint some stuff. Okay. There. Let me move the camera a little bit more to the painting area. Okay. So usually I usually try to wet the paint, because with um, acrylic is basically a dry, fast pigment or medium, and it's kind of not really prepared. I don't have my cloth. Let me grab another cloth real quick. All right. So I'm just gonna wet the canvas with the water. And like I said, right now it's basically like a just a freestyle thing, something just wanted to do right now. And then you put the base that you want. In this case, or it's like primer or the base coat. So I like to want to use burgundy for now, because I feel like a dark. So this is what I usually do. I just try to just cover up the whole canvas. Just enough. So usually I start more with the top, because from there it will just sink down. Whoops. It is messy, but sometimes in the end, you start working on it more, and sometimes you have a plan. Like my other painting, I had a plan, but it didn't come out that way. So I just improvised and just did what I could. So yeah, that's that. So right now I just filling it out, and I had a bigger paintbrush, but I don't know what happened to it. That's what I usually use to get the bigger area. But for now, this is a little bit of my bigger one. And you see how it has that substance which I don't mind. It's very, these are paint that are like dried up, solidified. Oops, I have to go put some over here because I am painting on my bed. So let me see. So yeah, so as a time lapse, it'd be faster, but with this, I like to talk about issues. You know, a lot of people staying home, quarantine, and if you haven't subscribed, please do, so that way you can be updated and check out my other videos. I like to paint outdoors. I usually like to paint like in sceneries, the beach, sometimes the forest, lakes, rivers, mostly nature, and that's what I like to do. But now it's hard because you can't really go out, and and the law is confusing because they said you can to exercise, but I don't think that pertains to going to the park to paint, because you're staying in one place and you might attract people around you, and you might, you know, create a crowd, and that's the whole point of this, is not to create a cloud. Okay, see all this gunk? So yeah, so that one you can just let it drop because it's done its duty. But yeah, so like I said, this is more like a friendly children channel, but issues are dealt with real life, and kids deal with real life, you know, because not every children's story ends up in a happy ending, right? Sometimes. So that's what I've learned growing up. I mean, it's hard being a kid, and because as a kid, you know, you want everything to be happy. So but at the same time, you want the kid to be aware. Oops. So yeah, I'm gonna order some new paintbrushes because I'm in dire need of some. So yeah, guys, so bear with me. It's a good 7 minutes. Let's go ahead and just start adding color, seeing what we do. All right. So this is just certain stuff that I want to do. Let's just make like little stuff, whatnot. Okay, right now I'm gonna do something about what's going on, the virus. So as you can see, we got circles. So it's pretty obvious. But then we can go from there. So expand more on that afterwards. So right now we're just getting the base. Just you can say like the outline of it. Okay, that was that. Let's go ahead and put some green. Sorry about that, I got the sniffles. Just, I was watching a movie, it's called Across the Universe. I don't know if you guys watched it before. With all this time at hand, I have my DVD collection, and I watch and do things on my day off at work. I still work, it's still essential. I do news and media, and that's what this time in life is about now, is news and media. So you want to be informed, but you want to know what is it that what content and what you're really getting and what you do with it. So that's what I think. Okay, so that's that. All right. So yeah, this DVD that I was watching. Yeah, let me show you guys the cover, since Across the Universe. Where is it? Here it is. So yeah, no, I recommend you watch it. When I had time way back, I'd go Rasputin and buy, you know, DVDs for cheap. A lot of Rasputins before this whole Corona thing was going on, was closing down a lot. So I'm happy that I got a lot of stuff, DVDs, and I got I got like a 5-disc DVD changer, so which I just watch. I don't have Netflix and all that, and I hear, but you know, I watch podcasts and listen to that about, you know, what's hype, everything. So it's pretty cool. All right, so let me see what I can do. We'll grab some more paint. All right, let's try brown, because brown has a little darker. All right, let's do that. So yeah, I'm gonna go order online some more paint brushes, maybe some canvas. I used to just go across this, well, not across the street, but in my city, Michael's, and grab all these supplies. And back then, I was working at Auto Parts, and then part time I was working at Michael's because of that, just so I can get discounts for art supplies. So I was doing 2 jobs and going to school, art school for media arts, and so that's what helped me get into my job now. So yeah, that's a little thing about me, and let's keep going. See what we can do with these. All right, so this is a little. This one I hear is mostly abstract. So that's what I'm trying to show you guys is in every painting, it's up to you. It's how you interpret it and how you feel. And I'll show you guys afterwards when this is done how I feel. Well, here, actually, I'll just tell you how I feel. I feel like this virus is devastating. I don't want to say it's blown out of proportion, but it has expanded, and now it's the news did blow out of proportion, but I feel like it's right to, so people are more aware of it, countries and whatnot. And I don't only want to get political, but you know, there's a lot of stuff that involves this. So, and I'm not sure about it. I just feel like it's out there, it's in the known. So now it's what we do, right? And what we do with our time, right? So I want to add this purple. It looks pretty cool because it has like a, I want to say metallic look to it, but you'll see afterwards. Okay, so yeah, so this virus just has all these colors to it, right? Okay, so and right now I was doing a project for one of my custom Decepticons, so I'll show you guys that later. Okay, so that's that. All right. Oops, drop the cover. Things like these you don't really see when you do the video as a time lapse, because it goes so fast. You don't really see every moment that happens because it's a blur. And I like doing that, but this time I felt like I wanted to talk to you guys, you know, do some steps here and there. Actually, I don't like this brush. Let me see. I want the bigger brush because I want to build like how can you say it, like a mist or a dust or something. And then this will probably be my final step. So yeah, some paintings take long, some don't. And like I said, I was just freestyling. And then as I paint, I was just thinking about it. And then right now, as you can see, it just goes and I do as it comes. So like I said, you know, it's all up to you guys. So do what you can, do what you want, but take ideas from me. Don't take ideas from me. It's all up to you. Put what you want to know, what to see, and go from there. So this is very simple, but I felt like this is something that I just needed to put on canvas. it's been, I don't want to say it's been bugging me, but it's just been something in here, like in me, that I just want to take out. Because as an artist, there's other ways and venues that people use to express, and this is my way. So, all right, so that looks, I think it looks pretty cool. I think I got the motion, everything's good. And yeah, so I think this took about 15 minutes or maybe 10. I'm not sure, but sometimes when the painting is done, you don't know if it's done. Sometimes you just have to have the feel for it. And let me show you guys, okay? Okay, hold on. So this is it. It's finished. All right. This is my projects. And I'm using epoxy right now, and I'm gonna do some paint and instructor. And then these are my other ones I did. Is in the flea market I bought a castle, and then I bought a forest, and right now it's done. I don't know if you can see it. All right, and that's it. Okay, guys, back to watching a movie while letting this dry, because it's acrylic. But the thing with acrylic, you don't have to add water if you want it to dry faster, but I do. I like to add it. That way I can make more oops, sorry about the glare. I can make more moves on it. So sorry about that. It's my light. All right, guys, so let me know what you think. Just hang in there, you know, just have your hopes up, and let me think what else to say. But I think that's all I do want to say for now. And I look forward to making my project in the series of the Dark Light. So yeah, that's it. That's what I've been up to. So take care, guys. Be safe. You know, always try to do what's right. And the next time I'll show my children's book, because it dealt with some stuff. And I did have this one book about like atoms and molecules I did years ago, and I think that's pretty cool, because I don't want to say it ties in right now, but because it's viruses and whatnot, but it does deal with that, like viruses and stuff. So I don't have it with me now. It's in my car, it's in my car with my backpack with my other children's book, and I'll bring it to you guys next time. So I'm looking forward to that. So let me know what you think. Peace out, and take care of yourself and one another. To all are one. Bye.